Hi guys. So it's T Trail, Nature's TV. I'm T Red, your host, and today is Moon Day, and we're in the Lickers. And just feeling good. Hey, I've just put my shoes and socks back on after walking through a couple of fields, and I'm grounding and earthing and releasing all of those spent electrons which I would have gathered on yesterday's run, and I suppose that's what this video is about. Hey, running, and well, more specifically our bodies and what they're capable of. Oh man, just amazing things, like the most incredible bits of technological engineering you could ever wish to come across, and woo, oh my gosh, when we look after them, they are truly a kingdom of heaven, and where you could say there is nothing out there which isn't in here. So yeah, it's such a vast subject, and like to bring this to you coherently. So bear with me, or bear in the woods with me. So running, I think, has been the biggest transformational tool that I've had the pleasure of witnessing and experiencing and partaking in. It's been an amazing journey. Some pretty big ups and downs, some periods of high intensity training, some periods of sitting out and kind of pining for running. So yeah, I recognise it as being just maybe in the top 3 of my favourite things that I've ever embarked upon. So Nick and James, thank you for reintroducing me back to the delight. And yeah, oh my gosh, man, just oh my gosh. So I suppose if we move it forward a little bit to the point where I recognised that I was on my awakening journey, which would have been 3.5 years ago. I changed my diet and all sorts of magic started happening. And I changed my diet because of my running. I was running probably about 80 miles a week in preparation for an ultra marathon which was up and coming. And I was looking for the best fuel to put in this body. And I'd read lots and seen lots about plant-based diet. I'd just come back from the Welsh V3K, which was an ultra-distance marathon in Snowdonia, which was organised by vegans. So the flow of life and my path placed me directly at the door of veganism, and I'm a boxes man, not a fan of boxes, and I'm not 100%. I'll do eggs if I know where they've come from. I'll do honey again if I know where they've come from. And once in a blue moon, I'll have some cookies. So I'd much rather say that I'm plant powered. Well, everything is plant powered, right? But I'm a conscious eater. So yeah. So our bodies are in a constant change, a constant state of change. Every day, millions, probably billions of cells will die, or on their way out, and then on the flip side, millions or billions will be reborn again. So we're in a constant cycle of death and birth within our body, which in itself is just phenomenal. And like when we stop and look at what red blood cells do, so they divide. So 1 divides into 2, and then 2 into 4, 4 into 12, and then 12 into 100. And so once it picks up speed, it just multiplies at this phenomenal rate, which keeps this meat bag, if you will, in a constant state of well-being. So like our skin is replaced every 35 days, and then generally our bodies over a period of 7 years are fully regenerated. When you long run, when you run long, the process of metabolism, so taking on food and our cells dying and renewing, is increased. So yeah, long distance runners and athletes that are going at it kind of like long and steady will get new bodies sooner than those that are kind of sedentary and sat watching TV, not doing a great deal. So there's that. And then our food is information, it's also medicine, and I suppose both of those equal vibration. And in a world where everything is frequency and vibration and energy, yeah, our food is just, oh man, wow. We are 90% what we eat, and the final 10% is synthesized by our bodies if we put in the right 90%. So you can see why a lot of people might not be at their full health because of the foods that they choose to put in. So yeah, food is information, medicine, and energy, right? Ultimately it's energy, which is carbohydrates being the big one. So that being carbon, hydrogen and oxygen. That is transferred via the energy of the sun by plants in a process called photosynthesis by chlorophyll, which is what gives their plants their green colour and make this planet Earth the green and beautiful thing it is. So that's a groovy one, I suppose, just whilst we're on chlorophyll. It is the same molecular structure as hemoglobin. Hemoglobin carries our oxygen around our blood, giving us life and making it available for the mitochondria, which are like the powerhouse cells in our body, to produce more ATP, which means we keep on running further, and we can keep on producing in the aerobic band of exercise. So yeah, the chlorophyll being the same molecular shape as hemoglobin. If we eat enough dark leafy greens, which is where the magic is at, I don't mind telling you, just full of nutrients and minerals and chlorophyll. When we step outside and we're in the sunlight, we're not the physical beings that we were told we were. We are 99.9% space. So that sunlight passes through this thing we call our body, and then the chlorophyll produces ATP or energy, and then we go ding, ding. So that's how and why a lot of us are moving towards a breatharian diet, a diet where we eat less, We get our minerals and nutrients and sustenance from the air and from water and from sunlight, and I think moonlight as well. So yeah, we're in an amazing time for our bodies and what they can do. And I suppose I'll bring you back to mine. Hey, for a long time on my awakening journey, my body was going through like a lot of changes, and I picked up ailments which I'd never really felt before. And I guess there might be two reasons, maybe three, that was happening. And one of them is that our bodies are changing from a carbon state to a crystalline state. As far as I know, that is silicon. So silicon holds more light. Carbon was the original building blocks which helped to build pretty much everything we see. In fact, it's the most prevalent building block in existence. So 6 neutrons, 6 positrons, and 6 electrons. So actually 666, and yeah, now we're changing to silicon, which again is super abundant. It's glass. It's what they use in computer circuits. So it's capable of holding a lot more light, and light in itself is information. So our bodies are becoming like these supercomputers which are capable of what we believe to be superhuman feats, but actually, you've been able to witness it all of our days through monks kind of levitating and various other phenomena. Like karate dudes smashing big bits of timber. When we can focus our chi or our life energy into like a sharpened spear of passion, or whatever it is we wish to turn it into, then ding! Oh yeah, man, we're powerful. So there's the change in our bodies, which is also a lot to do with the change in our beliefs. We hold all of our subconscious beliefs in our bodies. So as we're shifting kind of old limiting beliefs that were taught to us, and we're changing those for unlimited beliefs of love. Basically, that's the only power in the world. Everything else is force. So our bodies kind of go through this process of becoming unknotted, and things get longer, our tendons. And then there's the other one of our bodies detoxifying from years of eating shitty food and drinking crap water. And there are other areas where our bodies take on toxins. So they're really going through a lot. So rest has become super important. And that balance between the two, between exercising and resting, is just a super fine balance, hey? But motion is the result of rest, and we see so many people out there running around kind of just not really sure what they're doing and making themselves ill because they've just prioritized, stuff which isn't beneficial to them, to us, but ultimately to the people they serve. So yeah, my body went through loads of changes, and then April time of this year, I went back to Aikido, which is a martial art. It's just, oh man, I am so pleased to have found it. Mind you, I run past a dojo, which is in the Lickers. I've probably run past it maybe 500 times. So every time I run past it, I'm kind of like, dojo, hey? And Sensei is just the most incredible man. Super learned by way of Aikido and just spirit. So Aikido means the way of harmonious spirit, or the way of harmonious being. It's beautiful. I'll tell you more about Aikido, but so the first part is learning how to fall, and then getting back up every time you fall, and it's just the best training for running. I also find myself living on the second floor of like this Victorian house. So the stairs I climb maybe 3 or 4 times a day are just huge. I don't see the stairs, and I don't see where I live. I see Snowdonia as I'm climbing those stairs, which just tickles me, man. And so Aikido, I bruised my heel quite significantly, which, so I get in this world, there aren't really accidents. Well, in fact, there aren't. You know, we are the creators of our experience, and for me, really bruising my heel meant that I had to look within. I had to sit down and kind of meditate and work out the bits within me which I held resistance to. So after maybe about 6 weeks of not running at all, and then moving to my new house, Cornerstone, which is just in the most beautiful location for the Lickers, I went out running, and so I guess I've been running now for, I don't know, 10 weeks or thereabouts. And the first week I just did 2 to 3 miles, maybe 3 times, and then we increased it, right? And so I've never run this well. I've never felt this well. My mind has never been this clear. And I know that running wise and Aikido wise, I'm just capable of incredible things. I've been fortunate enough to team up with a friend called Sam, who lives locally to me. He loves running as much as I do. We're great running partners. Sam kind of pulls me up the hills, and I kind of drag him down hills. So yeah, I'm super excited, and our bodies are just capable of the most incredible feats of not only endurance but of healing. And well, they are the containers which house our electrical self, our soul, and it's not so much we're here on a journey of ascension, we're here to descend fully into our bodies and love the shit out of where we are and the old beings we used to be and kind of rise in unity and love and respect of us all being divine beings and this being a divine time. And yeah, our bodies are really where it's at. So like we said at the start, everything we see out there is a reflection of what we see in here. It is our beliefs, it's that which we've been taught, and as we kind of shake the stories of history and replace them with stories of unity, then the world around us changes. I guess that's quite a nice one to finish off on. So the toxins that are in our body, they keep our body in a constant state of unease. They're not relaxed, and when they're relaxed, that means our soul can fully enter our bodies, and we can go about our mission, whatever that is, here on planet Earth. So yeah, but when we've got stuff inside our bodies and it's in a constant state of unease, then we really can't access all that we are. And we're all of us on a healing journey, hey, at this time in life. Some of us know it, others don't. But we're all being asked to kind of dig deep and do the right thing. So, I've been T-Red, and today I fast, which, after having run long yesterday, we did 13 miles, Sam and I, and it just felt amazing. 9 miles on Saturday. So yeah, I'm building up slowly and steadily, and it feels really good. But fasting has been one of those practices which just brings me a lot of joy, and I feel really well, hey, today. Like really well. Just sat with the sun in my face and communicating to you guys, sharing the love. What could I ask for? Peace. This has been T-Trail, Nature's TV. I have been T-Red. If you've got any questions, you're more than welcome to get in touch. We're kind of always at the end of a digital line, or connected in the field of infinite possibilities and infinite energy. Kind of here to help, here to live in joy, here to have fun, and expand into the eternal, loving, infinite creation that is life. Look after yourselves, and we'll see you all out on the trail soon. Peace and love.